what we're giving to you today, if you didn't see my live earlier, is from the Kick It Up a Lash training in Nashville. A Black status presenter, Allie Pillow, who is from that area, coordinated everything. It was a wonderful day, and it was from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it was chock full of information. And so I'm Lisa Thibodeau from Louisiana. Then at 8:30, Ashley Shockley from Tennessee. And at 9 o'clock, Patrice Fitzgerald from Alabama. We were all in attendance, all at the same table, and kind of talked about what we would tell you today. And then we've been talking ever since then to try to figure out what's the best way to get all of this information to you as quickly as possible. Hi, Rose. Hi, Trista. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is something that if you've been in this business for a week, you've heard this already, I'll bet. And it's consistency. It was 9 Black status presenters that talked to us, and it was go, 30 minutes. Each one of them talked. Some of them talked twice, but different 30-minute sessions. And we were writing notes and just trying to grasp it all. They all talked about consistency. Consistency is the formula to success. If you are not consistently posting, you're not working your business. So what happens is a lot of time people say, well, I'm not doing well, or I'm not doing well. What are you doing? All of the things that you need to do, okay? By being consistent, it makes your customers and those people that are potential customers realize that you are in it for life, what they call a why lifer, because they start to look at you and they don't necessarily want to buy from you right away, because they don't know if you're just trying this for a little while and then you're not going to be their makeup girl. It's just like when a new restaurant opens or a new business and you're kind of like, oh, are they a fly-by-night person? So that's why you have to have this consistency. They've got to see that you're serious, that you're positive, that you're enthusiastic, that you truly love it. If you're posting every once in a while and you're saying, oh, I'm not getting any sales, you're not being consistent. That's why you're not. You have to build your network and build your audience, and they have to feel safe. In fact, the research that they gave us, Carrie Knapp told us this, 63% of the people that you talk to about the products or that watch your videos or watch your posts, they are going to take 3 months before they will consider ordering. 20% might take a year. Now, I'm just recently realizing this because I just made a year in this business, and all of a sudden it just feels like I'm seeing people that have never commented before, that I never knew were watching me, that honestly some of them I don't even know how I got them on my friend list in my network. And I had a one-on-one this week with a lady that I know has never ever commented, liked, or I didn't think was watching me. And she was talking about things I say, and that video you did a long time ago about this. So you got to know, you got to be consistent. They're watching you. The majority of people do not want to comment, okay? That's why emojis are popular. It's a lot easier to just put an emoji in there than to type, I'm praying for you, or good luck, girl, or yes, I agree with you. You put a thumbs up, that's it. You put a happy face, put a smile face. So people, that takes a lot for them. So don't be concerned with, are they watching me, or how many views do I have, how many comments do I have? They're watching you. They are watching you. They just like to scroll. They just don't like to. We say that part of being in this business is to build relationships. Well, we put it on our task list to actually comment. So we're expecting these other people to just do it, because they want to comment, they want to like. When for us, it's actually a task list to say, Let me comment on these people so they know I can build this relationship with them. Right? People don't want Facebook to be anything other than entertainment, although somewhat drama, right? But they don't want them to have to do something, okay? So you just got to keep plugging away. Just like why you have commercials for on TV. They just keep putting it because they know you got to keep seeing it, okay? In fact, every 8 to 10 seconds, your brain gets distracted, okay? Have you ever went, what I came in this room for? Okay, even if you're not as old as I am, that's how our brains are. And media today has made our brains like that, because I'm not going to go over so things, got to watch my time, but I've seen research before where, 20 years ago, they would change scenes very slowly. Now, boom, 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 boom. That's what people are growing up with. So we're always distracted. We always forget things. If you don't make a point to remember something, you're going to forget it in 20 seconds. 20 seconds. So you have to keep posting, because also they're not always seeing you post. Do not think, even in a party, I mistakenly thought that first, okay? No, you seeing it, okay? But not everybody understands groups. Not everybody understands and knows so that your algorithms are getting there. A lot of people don't know how to go to the groups. They're not seeing all your posts. You got to hope and pray they see one a day, okay? So you just have to keep on. It takes 17 times for someone to hear something before they can actually register it in their mind. And what you want them to know it so much that when they hear makeup or unique, your name pops in their mind. Or when your name pops in their mind or they see you, first thing they think of, unique, makeup. You can't do that with a post every once in a while, or no lives, or not having parties. You have got to, if you want this business to work, it has got to be, it's work, okay? It's not hard, okay? I think it's Kenesha Morrison who said, some people make it harder than it is. It's rinse and repeat. We know our 6 posts we're supposed to have, one, lifestyle, only one unique post, interaction, an inspiration, all of these things. That's what it is. Just post, post, post. Do your lives. Put yourself out there, okay? That you don't, if Pepsi didn't have all the commercials, then everybody would still be drinking Coke only, all right? You have got to hear it. If you don't, you're going to even look at something in the store. It's like, oh, I don't know, I hadn't heard of that before. That's why some people don't even like to use a generic brand. They haven't heard of it before. It might be the same thing. When you look at it, the ingredients are the same, okay? Consistently add people to your network every day. Find a way, whether it's from your parties or this is something that I know we've talked about before, and they talked about also. Find groups that you're interested in. I love This Is Us, so I'm in a group with that. And some people, because I've made comments and done things about it, then they start commenting, and then I notice, oh, they friend me, or I friend them if I've had a lot. I'm not telling them, hey, you want to have a unique party, but now they're my friend and they're seeing my posts, okay? Because you do want to post about unique on your personal page. Don't be afraid of the fact that we know there are some things we can't post on our personal page. Specials, any kind of discounts you're given. But everything else, anything, the basic rule to think of it is if any one of us could post it, so anything that corporate tells us, a kudos, the bundle that's coming out, anything at all that is going to help you, okay? And that is being sold by me, but it's also being sold by Trista, it's also being by Melissa, it's also being sold by Katie. You could post that on your wall. So do it, okay? Because more people are going to see it. Look at Trista said she didn't know about TV interest groups. Oh my God, I taught Trista something. Yay. I'm also in Survivor group. So anything like that, they love it. this was something, you know, we are always trying to figure out about our algorithms, right? Because Facebook likes to screw with us as much as possible. And I know the other day on Easter, Melissa said, oh, look at all the posts about, you know, people doing their Easter pictures. You know, this is a great time to build relationships and to post and comment. What Bree Richardson said is, if it's someone that you are really trying to build a relationship with and thinks might be a potential recruit, Facebook message them, private message them, because that is going to affect your algorithm with them even more. All right, so you can't do that to everybody, but for those people that you know that are on your dream team, that you just know they would be good, private message them. So I thought that was really like, oh, that's cool. A lot of people say that, you know, unique is oversaturated. Carrie Knapp said, in the United States alone, there are 300 million people, and we're global, okay? But 300 million people. There are only 250,000 active presenters. Yes, we have 700,000, but a lot of people are kidnappers, you know, or just they join and they're gone the next, you know, within the 3 months. They just wanted the kid, or, you know, whatever. There's only 250 of us, okay? If you look at Avon and Mary Kay, they have millions of people and are still doing well, okay? So it is not oversaturated. You know, at one point someone says, well, I'm trying to decide my customer base. And Carrie Knapp said, your customer base is people with skin. And I love that. It's like, people with skin, all right? That it doesn't matter, men, women. I already did my thing for the Adore You bundle, Adore Her bundle. I don't know why they called it Adore Her bundle. It's good for men too. So I think it's an Adore Her or Adore Him, because all three products are good for men too. It's not oversaturated because you have a Shell station next to a Exxon station. You have CVS and Rite Aid. That's why you're putting yourself out there. That's why you're posting, because you decide which one you're going to. Am I going to Exxon? Am I going to CVS? Where am I going? So it's the same thing. You put yourself out there. You brand yourself. You make sure that people think of you, that's in your network, so that they're going to come to you. She also talked about, I'm talking about Carrie Knapp, about complacency. She said that this is even a problem for the Black status presenters. Don't get complacent. She said because the compensation plan says your PRS only has to be 500, that some of them, you know, don't worry, and they just let their team do it, and then they'll lose momentum. So she said if you really want to keep your business, then you want to strive for 1,000 PRS. You make that your bottom line. Don't just go with the 500. So when you're trying to say what you have to do every month, you make sure that you stick with your goal being 1,000 PRS each month, so that you don't get complacent. Kanisha Morrison also said, and this is something that I don't do, I think I need to make a sign on my mirror to remember to say it. Encourage friends to share. So when you do a post or you do a video, put that in there. If you like this, share it. All right, because again, that affects the algorithm. And remember, some people don't see your post. I can't tell you how many times people will say something, they go, oh, I didn't know that, or what is this about? And I mean, I posted my little butt off, and I was like, oh, you've been under a rock? How do you not know? My mom, sometimes I'll say, did you see something? It doesn't even have to be about Unique. And she's like, no, I didn't see it. So you just have to keep posting. One of the things Haley Ragsdale said was create purposeful goals and activities to build your business. I know that a lot of people up there, my sister's listening, and I know she loves the show Fixer Upper. She said everything they do in that show has a purpose, all right? It's about fixing up houses, so why are they showing their kids, okay? Everything that they do, every activity they do has a purpose so that the show is more popular, All right, there's a purpose that it's a husband and wife and not just two people. Okay, so that's what you want to do. One of the things that Allie Pillow said that a lot of people said is try to involve your significant other in your children, in your business, in your promotions. And I know that we've had chats and we've talked about how, for some people, their spouse doesn't support them, or their mom or their sister, whatever. I'm very lucky that everyone has supported me. But she talked about incentivizing your children. Everybody kind of went crazy at the training for that. Make sure that your children know, I want to go green. And hey, if we go green, if mama goes green, we're going out to dinner, or we're going to get a new swing set, whatever. It doesn't matter. It could be colors, whatever they want. Make sure that they're involved. And that way, when you are working, when you're doing something and you can't, they know, oh, mama's gone for green, mama's gone for blue, whatever it is, okay? So she talked about really trying to involve them, and the more that they know, the better. I know at first my husband was like, he's always supportive, but he didn't even ask questions. No, until I showed him the Pay Quicker account and said, you know what, I'm going to buy our Sanger season tickets with this. And he was like, oh, good. Can you afford the LSU season tickets too? I said, sure can. So sometimes, they don't necessarily understand anything. I know my sister said that she asked her husband and her boys to watch Derek's Story, and they were like, oh, wow. Just now I understand why you and Nanny are so passionate about this. So sometimes it's just we think that they don't support us, but maybe they just don't know everything that we know, okay? One thing I thought was really interesting was that these were 9 Black status presenters, and they all, listen to this, because I thought this was, wow. They all thought of quitting. 9 Black status presenters, they all thought of quitting. They still sometimes feel that, they doubt themselves, that their business has ups and downs, that they are in slumps, that they feel, oh my goodness, I suck at sponsoring. All of a sudden, I can't sponsor anybody. They have parties that flop. So don't think that because you see someone advancing a status or doing well, you see, because we love to shout out, and that's so important for us to cheer our sideline sisters and our upline and our downline, to cheer each other on. That's what we do in this company. We uplift each other. But we have to remember that they all have parties that flop. So it happens. I know for me, one of my biggest fears this whole year is that things have been going good, and then all of a sudden, I feel like what's going to happen if all of a sudden the bottom drops out? It's just, the answer is you just don't give up. Kanisha Morrison said, I'm just a white status presenter who never gave up. That's how she got to be Black, and since we're talking about the status, and I do want to say that that's normal, they said, for any business owner, not just someone who's a Black status. In any business, you wonder, should you still be doing that? Should you, are you going to have bad times? We in South Louisiana, we have bad times with the oil industry. They keep saying it's coming back. That's normal part of life. This is not something that's just go, I'm making all the money, let me just quit and I don't have to do anything else and I don't have to work. Nothing in life is like that, okay? You have to work hard. So talking about the status, though, remember, I think it was Courtney Wheeler, she said, don't get discouraged. You shouldn't ever get discouraged when you see someone else promote. I know in the beginning, I didn't get jealous of promotion. I got jealous of when I would see, oh, welcome so-and-so to our team. And it was like, it made me feel like a failure, like, wow, how are they getting all of these people and then nobody's answering me? No one's even, answering my message or responding to me. She said that your status is not your success. There are some green status people that have sold more and have a higher PRS than a Black status. She said, we should not, while it's great to go for goals and to go for those statuses, your goal should be to maintain the income that you want. Okay, this was Courtney Wheeler, who was awesome. She was, I don't know if you saw my post last week, I think it was. She was buying her kids Christmas presents with food stamps. They got Pez, they got gingerbread houses. Then someone told her about the opportunity. She sold some things and pawned some things and was able to buy the kit. Now she's Black status. Another thing that's important is follow-up. Follow-up, though, we all do. Thank you for buying or something. They talked about giving a personal video for something they purchased or a tip or an upsell product. When I had the people that bought the kudos, after I saw this, I did a video and I put it up to YouTube so I could just send them the link. And I did, since you bought the kudos, you helped me get the trunk. I'm so thankful. I'm going to do a personal tutorial for you. But actually, I did it for everybody that bought it. But they commented, oh, that's so nice of you. Patrice is telling me 10 minutes and I haven't got to sharing the opportunity. All right, our job is to get everybody to the love it point. This was another point that I wasn't sure of. I always help them, but sometimes I say, oh, well, if you don't like it, we'll get your money back. You're trying to get them to love something. So if they don't like something, okay, what do you want to swap it with? You don't like the Liquid Touch Foundation? Would you like for me to switch it with the powder? So that was a big thing. Like she goes, just keep on doing whatever you can to get them to love it. We have so many products now. Some people still don't like. I have, my best friend. She said, I tried it. I just don't like the mascara. Okay, well, let's get you a credit. And what else would you like? Okay, so do that. All right, so that's consistency. I have to get to sharing the opportunity because I know Ashley and Patrice are going to kill me if I don't, because this was mind-blowing. Okay. Haley Ragtail said, if you are trying to sponsor, okay, you have to think of it as a deck of cards. Okay, and I think we've heard this before. 52 decks in the cards, and actually more if you count the jokers, right, that you deal with. All right. There's only 4 aces. Sometimes they might come from the top of the deck, sometimes the bottom, sometimes they all through it. So the people you sponsor, you might get a 2 who's just gonna join for the kit and never buy again. You might get a 7 who's going to, join for the kit and maybe buy the 125 every couple of days, every couple of months, and that's it. Then you're gonna get your face cards and you're like, woo, they working. They may only want to be pink or blue, and that's fine. But you're gonna get some aces. But you might have to go through 52 people. So, and Haley was hilarious. She was just like, if you haven't sponsored over 52 people and you're saying, oh, nobody's working for me, she's like, girl, what, just keep on working. You're complaining for nothing. And she said that, and let me find where it is. 70% of network marketing is women 19 to 35. So she said, you're getting upset, but some of your team that's going to be in your team in the future, they're probably not 18 yet. She's like, they might be 10 right now. So you just got to keep working your business in. And basically she said, chill out. One of the things she said is to, and this was the thing that blew our mind, change your approach from kidnapper to business opportunity. If you are complaining that, wow, I got these people on my team and they're not buying anything. They're not, they're just, they just go away for their 3 months and then they buy their $125. Well, that's what we told them. That's what we told them that they could do. So yes, you're going to tell them about the kit, but lead with you buy a business. So if you saw a poster the other day, you didn't just buy a kit, you bought a business for $99. All right, so she said focus, instead of focusing on the deal of the kit, focus on the business. And you can say, try it. Because the thing is, you can always go back to being a kidnapper. So why don't you try it for 3 months? See if you can do fast start. See how it is. If not, hey, no harm, no foul. Then you can go back to be a kidnapper. If you're not sharing the opportunity, you're being selfish, because we have the power to change people's lives. This is what Courtney Wheeler said. Her life changed. She said, I didn't have $39 to buy the makeup that they color matched her, but the girl gave her her card. And she said, she changed my life. Your job is to offer it to everybody that you get to that love it point. If you get them to the love it point, offer it. Boom. After that, you're done. It's their job to accept it, but your job is to offer it. 90 to 95% of women in the United States feel that they're not enough. Oh my God, that's terrible. And our job is to change that. So Carrie Knapp said, we sell an amazing product line, but we do so much more than that. We change lives. We empower women. And those of you that have been in here, you know that. You know how we have each other's back. You know how much confidence we all have, how different we all are from being in it. You see people change. And Kenesha Morrison said, by offering someone the opportunity, you can change generations in that family for years and years. You can change someone's life. You don't have to spam them. You don't have to push it down their throat. Offer it. Just offer it. If they say no, they say no. Carrie Knapp also said she has Post-it flags in her calendar, and she pulls them off if they say no and puts them in the next month. If they say yes, she throws it away, and then she has that person. But if they say no, she just moves it to the next month. Because how many times did all of you said no? I said no at least probably 6 to 10 times. Everybody says no. Nobody says yes the first time. All right, so keep on keeping on. When you share your vision, and I think I'm probably guilty of this, as y'all know, because I'm talking so much in 30 minutes. Bree Richardson said use the 4-point formula. Tell your first exposure to Unique, why you said yes, any accomplishments that you've made, and what your goal for your business is. And that's it. And I will post a meme for that. Another thing I want to make sure I talk about is the virtual business card, because this already worked for me. She said that when you have the paper ones, you know, it's called spray and pray, I think, maybe War said that, you know, you spray them out and you pray someone, you know, actually uses it. The virtual business card she made from Red Stamp, and everybody was making it like right then. And when you see somebody say, oh, can you give me your phone number and I'll text you my business card. Okay, after in Nashville, when I was there for that week, I did that to 2 people. I've already mailed samples to one, and one is interested in joining, okay, wants more information. When you just give a business card, you don't have their contact, all right? And she said, don't do it right then. Just screenshot their phone number, write down their phone number, and then text them later and say, hey, girl, remember you met me at Ross's or whatever. I actually met these two at a distillery, you know, went in Tennessee. All right, building leaders in 5 minutes. Positivity, 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 positivity. Put in the description of your team group and your VIP group that negativity will not be tolerated. That is not what we're here for. We are here to lift each other up. If somebody has a problem with Unique, that's what we have compliance and customer support for. That's not for Facebook. Refrain from politics, religion, anything like that. You know, I know Trista always tells us your Facebook wall is your storefront. Are you missing opportunities because you're complaining? Oh, I'm watching my time. Courtney Wheeler said that they went out to dinner, the elites, the night before, and this waitress was like grumpy and mean, and she was just like, are you kidding me? This waitress is terrible. And she said, I think it was Haley that said, you know what? I'm going to go give her my card because she must hate her job. So she was like, are you just complaining? You're not realizing that, wow, here's an opportunity. Haley also said, 2 presenters have parties that don't qualify. Which one are you? Presenter 1 says, I suck at parties, they don't work. Yes, they do, people. That's how we've all made money. Presenter 2 says, wow, I've made contacts, I've given great tips to help women, and I've uplifted and empowered them. It's not about the PRS. You have parties for the network. If you get the sales, lucky you. All right, but that's not what we're in the business for. Host a launch party for anyone who's adamant on your team about being a kidnapper. Say, I want to host a party for you. I'm going to do everything and show you how to do it. If they see it and then they want to do it, afterwards you say, look, do you want to do this? If they're adamant and they say no, fine. Guess what you just got? All of their contacts. Instead of saying, oh, well, so-and-so is on my team and she's not really selling, but that's her friend, that's her mom, that's her sister, you know. No, have it for them, and then they either see how to do it and they want to do it, or you have tapped into their network. Now, we never steal from each other, but that's not it. So you talk to that person and you say, okay, are you sure you don't want to be a kidnapper? Because I'm going to help all of these other women, okay, that are your friends. One thing I love that Haley said is, this is a business. Sometimes I think we don't want to say that. This is a business. You own a business. She said, you're a freaking business owner. Own your business. Okay? I loved that. And she said, your sponsor is your mentor, not your boss. So there shouldn't be any hand holding. You know, when we first start, we want to do everything for them because you got maybe 3. But if you keep building, you're going to have a lot. Okay? Patrice says I gotta go. All right, one last thing, shift from a me mentality to a we mentality. Own your business, stretch your jeans. I'm telling this to Patrice too. Remember, stretch your jeans, go live. When you first get jeans on, you're uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good, but eventually they might be the best jeans you ever wore. All right, next is, I'm also gonna post a meme of professional development book recommendations in the comments. Next is Ashley Shockley. She's going to talk about Bree Richardson's meal planning and 6 steps to success, which is awesome. So stay tuned. All right. Thanks, everybody.